According to the Tanya, the lowest of the 5 sections of the human soul is the nefesh, with the nefesh habahamis, the animal soul part, residing in the left ventricle of the heart, and the nefesh elokis, the godly nefesh, residing within our skulls. Within the dark silence of our brains, we can, when dreaming, experience a perception that can be more vivid, more potent, more emotional than any physical reality in this physical universe. A dream is just a hint sent to occasionally remind us that there are levels of non-corporeal universes far, far above us. This physical universe, although massively impressive, is actually referred to in Hasidus as Olam hazeh hatachton hagashmi she'ein tachton lamata mimenu. This physical universe, which is the lowest of all universes, and there is no universe lower than ours. Ein tachton lamata mimenu. It is located at the very bottom of a vast hishtalshalus chain system of worlds, each of which is so far removed in godly revelation from the one immediately beneath it that in comparison it is almost as if it doesn't exist. And our goal during our short, temporal, material, testful lives in this mortal coil is to make a dira batachtonim, an apartment, a dwelling place, an abode for the Creator in this lowest universe. A nightmare hints at the existence of Gehenna, purgatory, hell, whilst a pleasurable dream is a soupçon of the existence of Gan Eden, heaven. Dreams can be messages from above. Rava, in the Gemara, found a contradiction between the verse in Bamidbar, B'chalom ader bo, in dreams I will speak to him, and the verse V'chalomos hashove yedaberu, in Zachariah, that dreams speak falsehood. Gemara Brocha states there's no contradiction. In a dream I will speak to him, B'chalom adaber bo. This refers to Chalom al yadei malach, a dream sent from an angel, which will come true. Whilst Chalomos hashove yodaberu, dreams that speak falsely, refers to Chalom al yadei shade, a dream from a demon, a dream from a demonic source, which will not come true. David HaMelech, King David, during his entire lifetime, never experienced once a good dream, whereas his Rebbe and arch-enemy Achitophel, during his lifetime, experienced only good dreams. In volume 4 of Reb Nosson Merrill's book, The Coat of the Unicorn, there are hundreds of frequently counterintuitive biblical, Talmudic, Midrashic, and Zoharic dream interpretations listed. For example, on the subject of dogs in dreams, just one example. When one sees dogs running in a dream, slander is being told about him. Playing with dogs, he will become enamored of his enemies. Dogs barking at him, the design of his enemies will abide. Being chased by dogs in a dream, he will be coerced by the government. Seeing a barking dog running after him, his enemies will waylay him. Should the dog bite him, they will overcome him. Pulling the dog, he will overwhelm them. If he is on top of the dog, he will master his enemies. But if the dog is above him, they will defeat him. Seeing himself eat the meat of a dog, which today is not unknown, let him move from his place for safety. Killing a dog means that his foe will be eliminated. And, on rising from a dream involving dogs, one should say aloud the verse, Ulechol b'nei Yisrael lo yecheratz kelev lashono. Against any of the children of Israel, not one dog wet his tongue. Shmos chapter 11. Other examples of dream interpretation. Eating a clean challah in a dream, a sign that he is assured of the afterlife. Urinating, passing water into a gold goblet, a sign that he will conceive children from an eminent woman. Dreaming of having relations with his mother, he will become great in Bina. Dreaming of having relations with his sister, he will become great in Chokhmah. Dreaming of having relations with a betrothed maiden, he will become great in Torah, says the Gemara Brochus. All colors in dreams are good, except for the color blue. All fruits in dreams are good omens, except for an unripe date. Dreaming that his blood is being shed, a sign that his iniquities will be forgiven. Walking under water, do not go out on that day. Being seized by a Gentile policeman, that he is being protected from harm. Falling into a fire portends that he will abandon the Lord. Fixing a door on his house, a sign that he will marry. Being gored by an ox, his sons will be Torah scholars. Kicked by a camel, augurs for the good. Hitting a horse, he will overcome his enemies. Eating pork, counterintuitively, means his wealth will increase. An ape in a dream is a bad sign. A lion indicates longevity. A wolf, that foes are rising up against him. A pack of running dogs, that he is being slandered, as mentioned. Bitten by a snake, his income will be doubled. A cockerel appearing in a dream, expect a male child. A dove, expect a female child. Eating raw eggs, his health will improve. Trees falling down hints that his children will perish. Drinking blood, that he has been spared. Seeing himself dead, that is a good sign. A tooth falling out in a dream portends death. His hands being cut off, he will no longer need to work. Being decapitated, guillotined, he has been granted a heavenly reprieve. Sleeping in a cemetery, that sign that he will be imprisoned. The Hebrew letter tes appearing in a dream is a good sign. Dreaming that he is in Egypt, his welfare will increase. In Syria, his health will be restored. In Africa, in the veldt, in the Serengeti, in the savannah, grief will befall him. In Germania, Germany, he will have sorrow, etc., etc. Oneg Shabbos, like intimate relations and bathing in the sun, says the Gemara, hints at the pleasure of the afterlife. Shabbos echad mishishim le'olam haba. Sabbath, the enjoyment of the Sabbath, is 1/60th of the afterlife. Eish echad mishishim legehenim. Burning your finger on the hob, it's a hint at 1/60th of the suffering of Gehenna. Dvash, the sweetness of dvash, echad mishishim laman, 1/60th of the sweetness of manna. Sheina, sleep, echad mishishim lamisa. Sleep hints at 1/60th of death. A chalom, a dream, echad mishishim lenavua. A dream, says the Gemara, is 1/60th of prophecy. Regarding the claim that the Tanakh teaches a flat earth, another subject. The idea that the ancients up to Columbus believed in a flat earth is an uncouth myth promulgated in the 1880s by atheistic British evolutionists trying to prove their intellectual superiority over previous eras. The sphericity of the earth was known to educated men since ancient times, as shown by the Farnese Atlas statue and including Chazal. The Yerushalmi Avodah Zorah, Gomorrah Avodah Zorah, Bereshis Rabbah, Bamidbar Rabbah, Esther Rabbah, Zohar and Zohar Chadash all refer to the sphericity of the earth. Rava gives the earth's circumference correctly as 6,000 parsa, 24,000 miles. Gemara Psochim 94. Pythagoras, Parmenides, Eudoxus, Plato, Aristotle, Eratosthenes, Euclid, Archimedes, Strato and Ptolemy all knew the earth to be a globe. This is not surprising since, as Rambam states clearly in Hilchas Kiddush HaChodesh, the Greeks obtained their astronomical knowledge from us, from the works of the Bnei Yisachar, from the tribe of Yisachar. Hayoshev al chug ha'oretz v'yoshveha kachagavim. It is He, Hashem, who sits above the circle of the earth, and below its dwellers are like grasshoppers. Yeshaya 40. The founder of modern trigonometry was Rab Levi ben Gershon, who designed gradations for the astrolabe and invented the Jacob's staff device. This nautical quadrant was used for 400 years and was the predecessor of the sextant. Without Jacob's staff and without the astronomical ephemeris of Rav Abraham Zakuto, who was known as the Map Jew, an ephemeris being tables that give the exact time of the rising of planets and stars, together with the Catalan atlas of the masters of maps and compasses, the cartographers Abraham and Yehuda Crescas of Mallorca. Without these implements, Columbus, who himself may have been a Jew, Christopher Columbus may have been a Jew, as recent research claims, then Magellan, Vespucci, da Gama, Francis Drake, and countless other explorers would never have succeeded in their missions or even have ever returned home, seeing the difficulty in cartography of the numerous different methods of trying to accurately map a sphere onto a flat map surface, as can be seen from the Mercator, Lambert, Albers, Winkle, Robinson, Mulready, azimuthal, conic, cordiform, cylindrical, orthographic, orthophonic, polar, and sinusoidal map projections. As Hashem asked Eov, Efo hayisa b'yosti oretz, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth?